Flooding rain, dangerous ice and snow. 3 threats from our newest winter storm, Oliver. This is Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Chris Warren.
And I'm meteorologist Julie Martin. You know, millions of people really in the path of this winter storm, Oliver. We're talking ice, we're talking snow, and then on the southern side of it, heavy rain.
There's a lot
to come up, as will many. So Chris is going to talk a little bit about the river flooding, but we want to talk about the flash flooding threat as well. Right now here on our live radar, looking at some rain working its way into the Cleveland area. Certainly north of Pittsburgh, Detroit getting a little bit wet, but this is what's fallen over the past 3 days. So anywhere from say 1 to 3 inches of rain already on the ground saturated. So getting more rain on top of that could easily lead to flash flooding, especially in some of these low-lying areas. If you're familiar where you live with some of these areas that typically flood, expect that to happen this time around. Another place, Chicago down to St. Louis, much of Arkansas, even Tennessee, you've seen anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain over the past few days. So more rain to come here. We'll see the beginnings of it right now, but certainly persisting really throughout the entire week. We're not really going to get a break until probably Saturday in a lot of these parts. Heavy rain expected. So these are our current flood alerts. These are flood watches up for places like Detroit and Chicago, certainly northern Indiana, portions of western Ohio, and then back down into Arkansas, even Memphis, Tennessee. You could see half a foot of rain coming by the end of the week. And of course, Chris, the rivers are going to be on the rise here. We'll be watching the Mississippi and a lot of those tributaries as well.
And with all of the rain that's on the way, it's going to be falling on areas that are already waterlogged.
Right.
And some areas, Julie, are already at flood stage.
All week long. So here's a look at what we can expect. Tuesday, not too bad, 73 degrees, mind you. And then Wednesday, we start to get things going here with rain continuing all the way in through Sunday morning at least. So how much could we actually see pile up? Well, in general, anywhere from say 2 to 3 inches of rain by the time we end out the week here in Pittsburgh, and then to your south, looking at in general about 3 inches piling up. So again, those flood prone areas, that's going to be a cumulative thing here that's going to not be good news for you as we continue to see those rounds come on in and perhaps sit over you in some cases. Cincinnati, another area we're watching as well. Here's Wednesday at 3 o'clock in the morning, looking at some pretty significant rain showing up on our future radar coming on in through, and then we'll get some more after that as well. That's the thing with this setup. We're going to be getting these rounds coming through, so you're not going to have a big chance to recover, which could easily lead to the flash flooding situation. Cincinnati, you could pick up easily 4 inches of rain or more by the time we get through Sunday evening. So we're watching St. Louis as well, another flood prone area here as we get throughout the rest of the week. Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll get things going for you and just continue on in with that wet pattern setting up again round after round after round. So again, those flood prone areas, including the rivers here, also at risk for flooding. Interesting, here on Wednesday, we see a little bit of pink showing up on the map, so that could be a little bit of a wintry mix as well. But flooding, our primary concern here for you in St. Louis. And this is what it looks like, your setup here. Temperatures dropping down into the 30s by the time we get to Wednesday. But Chris, certainly looking at anywhere from 4, 5, maybe even 6 inches of rain in some of these parts.
And Julie, that's coming in a short amount of time. So flooding is going to be something we're going to be watching.